What's going on, guys, and welcome back to episode 3 of our Leeds career mode. This is where we currently sit in the table. We're currently second place after 4 games. We are pretty much the same as Liverpool. We have won 3 and drawn 1. We start today's episode off going through deadline transfer day, where we're going to go through, see which players we can sell. We're not going to bring in any players because I'm pretty set on our squad, so we're looking at getting rid of Forshaw, maybe a Losky if we get an offer, and a couple of the young centre-backs, preferably on loan, but if we get an loan to or buy offer or like a transfer, we might accept that too. So we're just going to keep going through hour by hour until we get offers, until we finish the transfer window. We see Forshaw's transfer talks fall through, so he's still on our books, which is a bit annoying because he's taking up some wages. Quite a few players that we don't need to leave, so we get wages back. We get an offer for Roberts, which we reject as well, because Roberts is like our good rotational player there in the midfield, so it's useful. Dallas, we're going to reject that as well because we need him still. He's our first choice left back, even if it's just for this season. We've got 2 hours left now after this hour, so we'll get the last little bits through right now. So we'll get a loan to buy offer for Casey, so we'll just quickly negotiate that. To be honest, that would be a great chance for him to get out of the club if he wanted to leave and also gain experience, but I don't think he'll want to, probably because one, we've got strict rules on, so he probably won't want to go to a random squad, and two, I don't think he's of caliber to play for them at the moment. So that's the end of the transfer deadline day. We get 2 offers, which is one for Alosky and one for Casilla. We are going to negotiate. These are 2 players that I will happily let go, and we can get some money in return for them. I'm going to try and see if we can get above 3 mil for Alosky, because I think they might pay for it like 3,100, maybe even bring it down to 350, because we're dancing on the line of 3 mil. So if we can get anywhere 3 mil, well, that would be perfect. They're pretty set on what they want to pay. Let's try 3 mil. If they want it, they can take it. If not, then we'll just drop to 3,950. But I think they go ahead and accept that, and now we'll negotiate the Casilla offer. We're going to want to see a little bit more money, but who knows what they're going to actually accept, because it's hard to get some players sold, especially with his age being 33, so he'd probably be their spare goalkeeper, so there is a chance, even if they want to buy him, that he might not move, because currently he is our first choice. So we agree a fee of 1.2 million. We are jumping into our first game of today, and we get to see the Crystal Palace starting 11 and substitutions. Bit weird that they're playing 4-4-2, but I'm not going to complain because they've got some weak players in the midfield, like Eze. He's a cam, so he's not going to be very good at defending, so it might be a bit easier to break down. We get to see our starting 11, not really many changes. Got RAPHINHA, De Silva, Phillips, Click, and Costa in the midfield with Bamford up front, and there is our substitutions. First opportunity in the game is falling to us with a through ball to Costa, who manages to put it past Gaeta really easily to give us the 1-0 advantage. I think this just shows how strong our midfield is with the link-up play from Click and Costa. Click was able to find the run of Costa really easily, and obviously Costa made that beautiful run and then also managed to finish the ball into the back of the net with ease. Into the second half, and we're getting our second opportunity of the game being created by RAPHINHA, but the Crystal Palace defence managed to take the ball off him, but he managed to get it back, finds Costa in the box, who managed to grab his second goal of the game to make it 2-0 Leeds United against Crystal Palace. It was a beautiful cross from RAPHINHA once he'd actually managed to win the ball back off of the Palace defender, and a beautiful volley from Costa to make it 2-0. Again, this just proves that our midfield is strong, especially our 2 wingers there, because they fight for everything and they always find the places, whether that's them setting up the goals or even scoring themselves. They are amazing right now. we're getting another opportunity being created by De Silva this time. He was in the box and he has managed to find Click, who does a beautiful volley into the back of the net past Gaeta. He was being marked, so he's done very well to actually get the ball and to put it into the back of the net. And as we approach the end of the game where the referee blows the whistle, we win 3-0 against Crystal Palace, with 2 goals being scored by Costa and 1 by Click to give us this wonderful win against Palace. Moving into our second game today, this is our starting 11. We haven't really got many changes. We've got Llorente coming in there at centre-back. And we've got Roberts coming in for De Silva. Click's holding his place. Rodrigo's starting up front instead of Bamford because Bamford didn't pick up any goals. Now this is the Manchester United team. We are probably going to really struggle. I expect to get a loss. If we can get a draw, it will be very well done by the boys because United are probably the best team we've played so far. So that's their starting 11 and substitutions. United have got an opportunity in the first 6 minutes. It is from a corner. We managed to do some sloppy defending, but they've managed to find the back of the net to make it 1-0 Man United, with Martial being the goal scorer. Beautiful cross from the corner, but we just didn't clear it enough, and they managed to find the unmarked Martial in the box. Llorente just left him in the box unmarked, and Phillips was just not quick enough to react, and nor was our goalkeeper. So 1-0 Man United. Hopefully we can not go down by many. We've got Visca, I think his name is running down the right hand side. He's looking for someone in the box. There is an unmarked Fernandez in the middle who manages to make it 2-0 for United. Well, I mean, so far we have had 2 goals scored against us by unmarked people in the box, so maybe we need to think a bit more about marking people and actually defending instead of just trying to push forward and attack. Beautiful run from Visca though, and a beautiful cross and a beautiful finish by Fernandez, really. United are on the attack again. Rashford has been found on the left hand side. He is looking for someone in the box. Llorente tries to clear it, and somehow Fernandez steals the ball from just in front of his toes. Llorente should be very disappointed with that defending there. He should have gone towards the ball to clear it, not just stand there and wait for it to come to him in the box. But at least he was marking Fernandez, but he still got past him. It's now 3-0 United in the first half. Just watching Llorente, he does get a swing, but he just obviously misses it because he was just expecting no one to attack him, because he's probably expecting to be the only one on the ball. United with another chance, and it has fallen to Rashford on the edge of the box. Our players were closing him down, but not quick enough. That now makes it 4-0 in the first half. 4-0, guys, with 3 different goal scorers. We've sucked, but I didn't expect we'd suck this much. And that's how the game ends. 4-0 Manchester United. We have not even had really many opportunities on goal worth showing you guys. Man United played a great attacking line and a great defensive. They just held us out as Raphinha looked so tired on the floor there. Like, we just couldn't get through them. He couldn't even get through to have like a shot himself. He just couldn't. We couldn't do anything. Fernandez definitely man of the match for United there. Match number 3 is against Watford in the English Football League Cup. Hopefully we can have a better performance considering it's only 3 days after the United game. We will be playing a younger squad because we don't have the squad fitness for some of our first team players, but that is Watford's starting 11-5 at the back, so I'm a bit worried about breaking them down. There's our starting 11 and substitutions. We're starting Rodrigo instead of Bamford just because he's been a bit more consistent in front of goal as of recent. And we've got Roberts coming in for Click, and we've got Harrison, Pervade, Davies and Shackleton, all youth players starting. Watford get the first chance of the game, finding an unmarked Firmino in the middle of the box. So it's kind of the United game being replayed here. Unmarked people in the box who can have a shot on goal. Great finish though, and a great pass from Watford. I'm not going to dispute that, but our defence just isn't defending, so that is being created by them really. Watford are on the attack once again. A beautiful touch to put the ball forward for the Watford player to run onto and to get a goal. I think that touch came from Chalobah, who then set up Quinoa. I think that's how you pronounce it anyway, but beautiful touch from Chalobah to set on the Watford player. We just aren't defending well at all in the last 2 games, including this one. I'm just a bit worried that we've lost our form and that we just thought we were doing a lot better than we were, and we're just sitting back expecting to get results without trying. We are on the attack with Summerfield running forwards. He's unmarked, he is in the box, he takes a shot and Forrester saves it, but then he manages to get a second opportunity to put the ball back in the net. 2-1, we managed to take away the clean sheet for Watford, but we're not going to get another goal. There it is, the referee is about to blow his whistle. With Watford winning 2-1, we should be quite disappointed with this result, as we are a Premier League side and Watford are now a Championship side. We should have pushed for the win and defended better, but we just couldn't get those opportunities because of those 5 at the back, and we just couldn't break them down. Moving into match number 4 for today's episode is against Fulham. Hopefully we'll be able to turn the tide on the 2 losses we've just had against a previous Championship side, which we have beaten before. Here is their starting 11 and substitutions, and here is going to be our starting 11 and substitutions. We see Casilla coming back into goal, and we see Koch coming back into the defence, with RAPHINHA, Click, Phillips, De Silva and Costa starting in midfield with Bamford up front. Hopefully we can turn that tide and make a win for us in the last game of today's episode. Bamford putting Costa through on goal. Costa's shot is saved, but Click shot is not, but I think he was slightly offside, but I'm not 100% sure. Guess we'll see in the replay, but it looks like the goal has been allowed. So it is 1-0 Leeds United against Fulham. I really think Click was just offside. I don't know if there's like a wing back or winger keeping him on, but he just looks like he was in an offside position when Costa had the shot, unless because it came out of Ariola's hands that it doesn't count as offside. But Fulham get an opportunity with Lamina and he buries it from there. He's not going to really miss. The Southampton player that's on loan at Fulham has grabbed himself a goal to make it 1-1. So hopefully we don't see much more of that happening, because we need this win to give us the confidence boost. But great play and a great finish from Fulham. RAPHINHA making a run down that right hand side. He's going to take their left back out of the game, and he manages to find De Silva in the middle of the box, who manages to grab his second goal in the Premier League to put us in the lead 2-1 against Fulham. Another beautiful play from Bamford to find a winger, and then obviously RAPHINHA finds De Silva nice and easily through the Fulham defence. But so far, 2 chances have been created from Bamford's initial pass, so he's looking more like he's going to be an assister to the assister. Got Bamford, who sent Phillips through, and Phillips finds the back of the net to make it 3-1 Leeds United against Fulham. That should secure the win, gives us the 2-goal cushion. Again, Bamford making that beautiful pass that gets the opportunity on goal going, and Phillips coming all the way up from defensive midfield to grab himself a goal. It's a beautiful finish from him, and he's currently got the captaincy, which I think because I took Ayling off for Shackleton, so normally Ayling is our captain, but beautiful goal from the skipper. And that's how the game ends, 3-1, so that ends our episode with a win, and thankfully we feel a bit more confident going again into episode 4. Thank you for watching today's episode. If you enjoyed today's episode, please leave a like, and if you want to keep up to date with the rest of this series, please subscribe and turn notifications on.